If you are forced to follow a god and continue his career, which god would you choose? President Wenyan was dumbfounded. This is without a doubt the final verdict. Nothing is more authoritative than the words of the examiner Yang Wen. Principal Clint is still a little reluctant to give up. How is that possible? Comrade examiner, are you mistaken? And the examiner Yang Wen just said coldly that Principal Dorian, you are questioning our military examiner. Is it corruptive practices? Or are you right about our military this time? There are questions about the trial tower involved in the design. The grand hats buckled. Lin Zhengnan, who was suddenly buckled, was basically said no and terrified. No. How could I possibly question you? And this is the moment. As the light of the teleportation array flashed by, I finally came out. The old Principal Lin Zhengnan looked at the cameras around him. It was aimed at me. It's an instant change of face. Walk up to me with a kind smile on your face. Congratulations, Xiao Fan. Congratulations on becoming Shangjing City, the first place in the trial tower this time. I am worthy of being an outstanding student in our no. You are our pride. At this time, I just contracted a little dragon cub. All of a sudden, in my impression, Lin Zhengnan, this old guy, is a force. Never wake up to yourself and become a waste. Professional person, so passionate and fair. At this time, the old Principal Lin Zhengnan immediately gave Director Zhang next to him. He also hurriedly placed them first. After learning to prepare, bring it up. Xiao Fan. This is our no. One middle school specially for the trial. Additional bonus for first place preparation. 100,000 pen. I hope it will be helpful for your future development. Old Principal Lin Zhengnan almost gritted his teeth and looked at me and said, and I was just teleported out. Although I don't know what happened. But from the wonderful expression on Principal Lin's face can also be, judge out 1 or 2. This old guy is afraid that he will be driven to the shelves. Had to redo it, but for this real 100,000 dragon coin. I also smile and talk to people. What the hell? Thank you to the principal for cultivating me. I will work hard. In the future, it will add luster to our no. My words. School. Let Principal Lin and Director Zhang's faces clear for a while. In vain. Yang Wen, the examiner next to him, couldn't help Take a good look at me. Then he raised the microphone in his hand seriously. Chen Shengdao, I represent the military. The award is specially awarded to this. The first place in the tower of the second trial. Xiao Fan. Then he put an envelope. The card of the package was handed to me. This is a Shangjing. Weapons and equipment exchange vouchers from the city's armory. Take this coupon. You can go to the armory to exchange it. Any piece of gold level equipment below level 30. I believe it will be a major contribution to your initial development. Zhu Wenyan, I was suddenly happy in my heart. It turned out to be gold level equipment. I didn't expect this trial tower. The military has also invested a lot of money. Weapons and equipment are classified into whiteboard equipment, black stone, fine iron, and white silverware, goldware, and brilliance on the internet. Advanced weapons such as Extraordinary and Shi's Legend. A handful of gold level equipment. The price in the market is basically equivalent to 100,000 dragon. If it is a weapon, the price will only be higher. The tower of my own trial this time, it can be said that the harvest is quite good. In comparison, the same awakening sitting under the awakening stage. The faces of these people can be said to be extremely wonderful. Lin Zooming looked at the weapon in my hand. The extreme in the eyes of changing coupons will burst into flames. Why could Lin Zooming not help but whisper? Gold level weapons and equipment. Put it in the hands of Xiao Fan. A waste. It's a waste. Lin Zooming's words, suddenly, in the crowd surrounding him, evoked a lot of approval and echo. That's right, even if Xiao Fan gets the trial tower. What about the first place result? The profession of a waste is a waste. Wait until he places a copy in the future. Sooner or later he will suffer. The military took such precious yellow gold weapon voucher. Delivered to him, it's like doubling the desk of the pearl. The voices of discussion and doubt fell into my ears from the time I chose the 4th class artifact. I expected it. This group of fellow awakened must be gloating. Make fun of yourself. But he didn't expect that will is rooted in the sun behind him. Lin Zooming, who humbly asked for advice. It has changed so fast. At this moment, the younger brother next to Lin Zooming shouted to me, Xiao Fan, if you are sensible, give the gold and weapons vouchers to Brother Zooming. Putting it in your hands is a waste of him. It's just that you are a trash job. What's the use of holding such a good thing? A load of sarcasm. Remembering from the crowd. Hearing this, I raised my eyebrows. Send it out and change it to your words. I will send this gold level equipment exchange coupon out. These are some sweet-tongued people. The trend gradually lowered. This golden weapon. Anyone who gets it will never give it to anyone else. Then I was in full view, holding in one hand an award from the old principal Lin Zhengnan, 100,000 memory card, holding the yellow issued by the examiner Yang Wen in one hand, gold weapon exchange card, just swaggered off the awakening stage. The more natural I look, those who say waste jobs, the more people who don't deserve rewards, the more broken the house. In the midst of disapproval and even abuse, I went straight to Lin Zuming. Lin Zuming High School has been in the past 3 years. Have I offended you in any way? Lin Zuming at this time, it is the shadow in the eyes that is undisguised. You haven't offended me anywhere. On the contrary, you are a very good teacher. You are so dazzling. But have you ever considered 5 feelings of following your ass? Every time you guide from above, it's like giving away. But from now on, it's you who should be humbled, and I was delighted. Think back carefully to the 3 years of high school. For the farce fans who often ask themselves for advice, I've never posed for anything. A lofty gesture. There is no arrogance. But in the eyes of some people, no matter what you do, you are the most pitiful. Drink understand. I chuckled. Shaking his head, he turned around and walked through the crowd towards his residence. But I just walked into the stairwell, but I saw Qin Yanren. I can't help but feel some subhuman Qin clan. The group has a big business in Shangjing City. Qin Yanren is also the only heir who is extremely favored. It stands to reason that it will not be in my building. Dilapidated rental building has a half-time relationship, unless this building is also someone's property. But even if it is rent, I absolutely don't need this little princess of the Qin family. Came in person, and I was stunned. Qin Yanren was the first to say hello to me. Xiao Fan. Hello, I politely returned. But there was a trough in my heart. Qin Yanren seemed to have seen through the doubts in my eyes. Ying smiles. Explained to, I got your address from Mr. Tang. Does Xiao Fan have a union he wants to join? Wenyan I frowned. He smiled and said that I would like to join the union, get a stable subsidy. But with this career I have awakened, I'm afraid there is no guild. So let's be a loose person for the time being. However, many regions and copies, it's hard to explore with just one person. If you are alone, it's very difficult to develop rapidly in the early stages. Now, that immediately surprised me. What do you want to say? Only see. Qin Yanren also seemed to realize her gaffe. Broken love doubts. Sorry Xiao Fan. Please forgive my offense. I plan to use the name of the Qin group. Create a new union. I want to invite you to join. I was immediately entertained when I heard this. This is breaking news. Always Shangjing, the Qin group, which does not participate in the workers' union, to actually intervene. Qin Yanren. You should know that I feel. Waking up is a whiteboard career, right? I said with a shrug. I know. But I know better a whiteboard career. The gold content of the 5th floor of the testing tower can be cleared. But I shook my head. Sorry for the decline, classmate Hakin. Thanks for the invitation. Only at this stage, I still have some things of my own to take care of. It's a little inconvenient to join a union. Unexpectedly, Qin Yanren suddenly turned around, standing in front of me, so close. Look in the eyes of this school beauty recognized by no one. Even I can't help but hold my breath. I'm really a beauty. This girl is not trying to use a beauty trick, is she? At this time, Qin Yanren said with a smile. As long as you add my union, at least 50,000 base salary per month. After awakening to become a professional, equipment to record a copy, all kinds of consumables cost money. I'm not like an S-level professional after all. From the moment of awakening, it is already doomed to have no worries about food and clothing. Now I calmed down and asked him curiously. Criminal group, why did you suddenly decide to intervene in the professional union? To know Shangjing, the city has long been the cake divided by the 4 major trade unions. Where will there be room for a new union rebellion to break out? Even the Qin group. Between so many established unions. Create a new union. I'm afraid it's as difficult as climbing to the sky. At this time, Qin Yanren bit her lip and smiled. Said it was the decision of the Qin group. It was my decision. As for the specific reason, I'll let you know if you agree to join. And I thought for a moment, and I said, on one condition. I want the privilege of acting alone. Any unnecessary action by the union, I have the right to refuse to participate. And recently I'm temporarily out of the union for a month. Okay, I promise you. Saying that, Qin Yanren stretched out her first hand. Welcome Dao Xiaofan with a smile. Welcome to my union. Happy cooperation. Happy cooperation, classmate. Subsequently, Qin Yanren left me a brand new contact. Cheat away. And I opened the door. Go back to your rental house of less than 20 square meters. But here it is. An urgent emotion suddenly came to mind. Immediately after, a line of prompts had already appeared before his eyes. Do you agree to raise Hai Yao Long for 6 years? Have you not waited for my consent? Put that little guy, released from the summoning space. A radiant summoning array suddenly showed up in my narrow rental house. The next second, I saw it with black and red scales all over its piece of black Yao Long. It suddenly appeared in front of me again. He was curious that in every corner of the rental house,